So big city Democratic mayors, blue state governors, they may as well be saying, point taken. But if the united front that liberal Democrats once strove to put on issues surrounding the migrant crisis, if it's crumbling in the face of pressure from their own constituents who are fed up with open air tent cities and public spaces taking up for migrant shelters, what that would reveal is that neither the left nor the right is actually all that interested in finding real solutions to the crisis. Busing migrants is not a real permanent solution, and neither is urging part of the country to bear the brunt of a national burden that it turns out you yourself are seemingly not much better at grappling with. What both strategies do get you are political points, headlines, political stunts. We've said many times on the show that Congress has to come up with a bipartisan solution, legislation to deal with the migrant influx. But that means ignoring the outrage peddlers in the partisan media and the political extremes and actually coming together to do what is best for the country. But of course, it's so much easier and politically lucrative to exploit divisions for your own gain. Joining me right now is Victor Manjarrez, retired U.S. Border Patrol Chief and current director of the Center for Law and Human Behavior at the University of Texas at El Paso. Victor, thanks for coming on. Am I right? Does it seem like both sides really don't want to get it solved because it's good for their political talking points?
It definitely seems like a problem, Jesse. You know, in my career in the Border Patrol, I remember when we would have congressional delegations that would come in, and if it was a group of 10, group of 6, it was usually equally divided between both parties. And it was kind of neat for them to watch the discussions looking for solutions. And unfortunately, we haven't seen that lately. It's congressional delegations going out by themselves, not convincing anyone, not seeking solutions. So that is problematic.
What do you think about the fact that you're seeing feuding Democrats now? Hochul, Adams, they always seem to be on the same side. Now they're blaming each other.
Well, and I never thought that would happen with either party, to be quite honest with you, on that. And it just tells you how complex this issue is. Oftentimes we'll see many of these groups go out and they have a solution, but they really haven't defined the problem, what they really want to get to at the end of the day. They talk about border security and things of that nature, but they don't define that. And I don't see how you can approach or deliver a solution without clearly defining the problem.
Well, what do you think the solution should be? What should the conversation be?
Well, I think we need to stop looking at the border as a simple linear line on a map. On that, what I've learned in the last 35 years, in my career in the Border Patrol and what I do now at the university, is that the border it's an ecosystem, right? It's impacted by variables close and far away, and I think we ought to identify those variables and start addressing them, as opposed to trying to take it all and providing tools to Department of Homeland Security. Say, here are the tools, this is the solution you want.
Yeah, that would make sense, except, again, I think the problem is for the right, it's a great talking point, tough on borders, they keep using it. For the left, it's the sympathy, the empathy for the people who are involved. And I'm going to give you an example of this. So we had George Santos on last week, highly controversial figure, right? Somebody who, not very favorable, but he comes on and he talks about what he thinks might be the solution for the border crisis. This is number 3. Let's play this real quick.
Look, return to sender. The buses are coming. Hey, Mayor Abbott, here. They're your problem, too.
So send them back and forth on buses?
Look,
does that make any... I'm not saying there's a good solution
Is
here,
it the best solution? No, but we need to draw a line and say we can't take them. Maybe Governor Abbott's going to send them somewhere else.
So he's appearing at rallies. He is somebody who's lacking in political clout, but is he using this to his base? Is he using this as a political goldmine? What do you think?
It sure does. See, when you talk about return to center, that isn't a solution, right? It's like kicking the can down the road, letting alone someone else to deal with it. And unfortunately, I think, Jesse, just again, my experiences with this is that the longer we continue to kick this can down the road, the bigger the issue is going to become.
Oh, I agree. The problem is we are dealing with people's lives, and yet it is just such a sustainable, viable issue for people, for politicians to use. So when they go to the voting box or when they have people going to the voting box, that's something they can say, oh, the migrant crisis, oh, the border's in a shambles, oh, the Republicans don't care about human beings. And it just works, and it keeps cells, and at the end of the day, the problem gets worse and there's no solution. But I appreciate you giving some common sense, reasonable advice. Maybe people will listen to it. Victor Manjarrez, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.